Hey Dave, are you 50 years old?
Yep.
Have you ever had a drop of alcohol in your whole entire life?
Nope.
You want to?
Heck yeah.
Here we go. Okay, so Dave.
Yes, sir.
The obvious, most critical question. 50 years without a drop of any kind of alcohol. Why have you never partaken?
It really comes down to momentum and a couple of odd personal traits. I come from a family who, for religious reasons, they didn't drink. So I didn't see anybody really drinking at that time.
Right.
And that gets the momentum going. And then I had friends who their parents drank. And one of the odd things was I'm pretty observant, and I noticed the dads were alcoholics. So I had an immediate negative reaction. It's like, man, that doesn't make any sense. So that set forth the momentum, and I get into high school, and my friends, they're all like, man, I had a great weekend. I'm like, yeah, what'd you do? It's like, yeah, I got drunk and I puked all over my car, or I got arrested, or any of this kind of stuff, and it didn't make any sense to me. It's like, that doesn't sound fun. I was up in the mountains camping. That sounds a lot more fun than puking in my car. So the momentum kept going. And then I got out and I went into the Marine Corps, and every time a Marine got in trouble, it always started with, well, we were drinking one night, right? And so I never had seen any good positive thing coming out of alcohol.
Before we dive into why you're finally ready to try your first sip of alcohol and why it's whiskey and that whole thing.
Sure.
Let's get Daniel up here, and he's going to present you with a handful of options that hopefully we think you're going to thoroughly enjoy.
Excellent.
Okay, let's get the, is he? He went home.
That's all right.
Okay, so we started this journey with Roy Duff reaching out to us, saying the original plan was you going to hang out with him and Glengoyne Distillery. So we asked Roy, what was your plan originally? What whiskeys would you have offered as sort of an example of various directions that you might prefer? And he gave us a list. You ready?
I'm ready.
Of course, it starts with Glengoyne.
Absolutely.
Now we grabbed the Glengoyne 12. The Glengoyne Distillery is, ironically, it's right on the edge of Lowland Highland. So the distillery is Highland, their barrel aging warehouse is Lowland, and they don't smoke anything. So the only reason you're not getting to try Glengoyne sitting at Glengoyne is because of COVID kind of shut down everything. And so instead of getting to hang out with Roy Duff at Glengoyne, you get the budget Roy Duff in Texas.
It's equally as good, just a little different, right?
This is a great example of sherried scotch, no smoke, right?
No smoke.
So that's going to be option one.
Okay.
Option two, also Roy's suggestion, Glenmorangie 10. Now this one, way farther up north, about an hour north of Inverness. This one is almost entirely unpeated. They request their malt to be under 2 ppm. Usually it's closer to like 1.5.
Okay.
And so it's effectively an unpeated Highland malt. But I think, and actually most of the tribe thinks, quintessential Highland. It's not a well-rounded selection unless there's a smoky whiskey.
Excellent.
What our tribe voted as the quintessential Isla, which is Lagavulin 16. Now this one is well peated, shall we say.
Okay.
But actually just like Glengoyne, and they sort of slow roll their distillation process, and it spends maximum amount of time hitting copper, right? And so it actually brings out a lot of fruity notes along with that smoke accent.
Why Scotch?
Yeah, well, one is an honor to my heritage, German, Irish, Scotch, so Scottish. So it's a little bit of that. And then it's a science thing about it, and how they put that liquid together to produce what it does. It's fascinating to me. Well, what you all say, you all might be lying to me, and I hope you're not. It's something that you're focused on the alcohol, and it's not just a part of a mixed foo-foo drink with an umbrella. Right?
Yeah, okay. So it sounds like you already decided not doing cocktails. Not even on the rocks, you want to go in neat pour.
Oh, absolutely neat pour, yeah.
Why are you finally, after 50 years, like, okay, I'm going to try out some alcohol, some whiskey?
It goes back to the Marine Corps time. After work on a Friday, all the Marines would go out to a place in Iwakuni, Japan called Four Corners, and they would all just get plastered. And I got on a train, and I would go to Hiroshima or anywhere in Japan. I met a Japanese business guy, and him and I became acquaintances a little there, and he invited me to a Japanese-only club. it says no gaijings, right? So no foreigners can go in there. So it's special to get invited into the bar with this Japanese person. And the look on his face when I told him that I don't drink. So I then caused him to be, man, it was a letdown, right? So that was the first one. We went to Trier, Germany, and I had a friend there that we were in the oldest restaurant in Germany, next to like the oldest cathedral, and they had Moselle Valley wines, and it was all special, and they're pouring, and I'm there. It's like, oh, I guess I'll have a Coke. It's like wah wah wah. So now I'm noticing how not drinking is impacting my life in a bad way, and I'm missing these wonderful moments of people being brought together by alcohol, and then seeing the whiskey community and how awesome everybody is, and everybody's united over this wonderful liquid, and I see this social stuff.
Whenever we're making content, we always say whiskey is the catalyst. It's the excuse that brings people together, but the real purpose is that experience. It's the people around that bottle. It's the relationships and the memories that you're building with each other. So we're gonna have a special little experience outside here in just a little bit.
We're gonna start with nosing the Glenmorangie 10 because it's bourbon cask fruit. And I want to see what you get from this one. Let's start from scratch. Let's pick up the glass, and what you're gonna smell is, if it starts to burn, you're too close, and that's a personal preference thing. And when you smell, as you know, Roy has done many times, but you take a smell and then pull it away and just kind of think about it. And you can also inhale through your mouth and your nose at the same time. That'll help those alcohol vapors bypass your sinus cavity. So what's the first thing you find when you pick that one up?
A green apple is what hits me.
Oh, nice. I got a little aggressive in there.
Did you? Caramel toffee.
Caramel toffee, yeah, absolutely.
Something.
So that's that barrel and aging impact going on with the high proof, right?
Is there some malt in there?
Mm-hmm. What would you describe as malt?
Musty, not feet, but it's kind of,
right.
You know, it's,
musty grain. Have you ever been on farms? Or,
oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it always reminds me of the raw feed, the bagged feed.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
All right, let's move to the second one. Keep track of that one. Now we're gonna move to the Glengoyne 12.
Nice.
Now, these guys were super gracious to even invite you to get to hang out with them.
Fantastic.
I'm sorry that you're drinking it with me instead of them.
Well, that's all right. And we will go there.
But at least we're drinking good whiskey.
Exactly.
We're smelling so far. Okay, there's your sherry cask.
Yeah, that was the sherry, that fruit sweet smell.
Yeah, the fruit sweet. So this is a different kind of fruit than the Glenmorangie. So Glenmorangie, you got green apple.
Yeah, green apple.
And like vanillas. And this one.
Like a darker fruit, maybe?
Yeah, so maybe, like, what would be in a darker fruit category for you?
Plum or something.
Plum, absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe raisin.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, box of raisins, yeah.
And you know why? Because the boxed raisins always have that sort of waxy note to them.
Okay.
And I sometimes get that with sherry cask. In sherry cask, what I'll find is this note that's, I describe as funky or sulfuric.
Yes.
Like a burnt match, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's actually coming from the sherry. So if you find that sort of sulfuric note, you can pinpoint like, oh yeah, I think that's probably got sherry cask somewhere in the aging process. All right, let's move to the most entry-level aggressive version of smells in the sense of Isla. One of my favorite things about Lagavulin 16 is there's a mint note that's way back there and kind of buried by all the other dominant smells. But the moment you can get to the minty note in Lagavulin is the moment that you've gotten okay with everything else that's happening in Lagavulin 16.
Okay.
Whew.
I like that smell. It's like a smoky Band-Aid.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like you burned yourself while making a brisket. You know, what causes that Band-Aid note?
That's the smoked malt. You end up with these notes that are like phenolic and deep, long chain that are kind of like iodine or rubber or, right?
Yeah.
And if you do your cuts low enough in your heart cut, you hold on to some of those flavors in the finished product.
Okay.
And the barrel doesn't get rid of them. Okay, so I think we've done our damage. There's only one thing left.
Hey, how's the episode coming?
No, it's fine. I just got the eye strain, you know, the headache, the blue light.
Ah, that blue light getting you. Have you tried blue blocks?
No, what's this?
So other types of blue light blocking glasses that claim to reduce eye strain, Blue Blocks is evidence-based and they're made under optics laboratory conditions. The cream of the crop.
Oh, the cock of the walk.
Best of the bunch.
100%.
100%. Blue Blocks has evidence for things like eye strain, headaches, mood, and sleep. But just personal experience, I think blue light's a lot worse than that.
I hate blue light.
I heard blue light leaves shopping carts and parking spaces.
Blue light chews with its mouth open.
Blue light adds you to group text you don't want to be in.
Blue light always talks about how busy it is.
Blue light microwaves fish at work.
Blue light is the reason that fabric gets stuck in your zipper, you know?
Blue light gave me chlamydia.
Wait, what?
Blue light made my girlfriend break up with me.
Wait, Rex, aren't you married?
Blue light broke up my marriage. Blue light makes me drunk dial my exes. And blue light makes them file restraining orders against me. But what blue light doesn't know is that you can't serve me divorce papers because when you sleep in your car, you don't have an address. Wait, what's that?
You've been served?
Not today, blue light! Go to blueblocks.com/whiskeytribe and use the promo code whiskeytribe at checkout to get 20% off and enjoy free shipping on orders over $115. Have you made a choice?
I've been waiting so long to try the Glengoyne.
Okay.
Yes.
I would
All right.
like to try the Glengoyne.
Now, Daniel.
So here's the thing. I've brought an extra Glengoyne. It's the 21-year-old Glengoyne.
Oh, very
Yeah.
nice.
So, do you want to smell it real quick and decide between the 12 and the 21?
Sure, yes, that would be fantastic.
If you drop that,
I know, right? Out of the box.
it's a nice color.
Glengoyne
21 years old.
Right?
Oh,
Hey!
Look at that.
So Dave just made his choice. What did you choose, Dave?
Of course, the Glengoyne.
I'll join you.
Yes.
Wait, is that the 21?
I'm going to unbox and uncork.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there we go.
That'll kind of decide it for me.
There we go.
All right, Glengoyne. Oh, yeah. How's that different than the 12 for you?
I don't know how to describe it, but it's just different.
Dense.
Yeah, it's denser. So it's the same sort of stuff. It's just
Concentrated.
concentrated.
Yeah.
But yeah, dark fruits. Yeah,
that's beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Okay, so officially your choice
Yeah.
is,
21-year-old.
I imagine you want to share this moment with some of your favorite people. Yeah.
Absolutely. So my dearest friends in the world joined. They've been they've been trying to get me to drink on and off. They gave up years ago, but for decades, many of them. And now they're like, what? You're really going to do this? I've got to be there, right? So
I cannot wait any longer. How you waited 50 years, I can't imagine.
yeah.
But I'm like 5 minutes, it's like, okay, we're good. All right, Roy, you're gonna come outside with us, yeah?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Eyes ready.
Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Hey! All right. Thanks everybody for coming. Many of you have been trying to get me to drink forever. I appreciate that, but you never let me do it because I'm stubborn, as you all know. So the whiskey we've chosen was the Glengoyne 21-year-old, very special whiskey. And I love Glengoyne. They were going to host us before, and their tagline is unhurried since 1833. And I've been unhurried since 1970 to have this first drink, so we're a pretty good match there. So if everyone has their glass, we'll see if I can pull this one off here. So here's to the ending of an era. May it be remembered fondly. And let us fill the next 50 years with friendship, with love, and with laughter. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
On Shabbat.
Slante.
So,
What's the verdict?
thumbs up, thumbs down?
I'm in trouble. That's fantastic. That is fantastic.
It lived up to the nose,
Holy crap. And everybody, y'all are just a bunch of wusses. You're probably like, oh, the alcohol burn is so bad. Bullshit, that's not bad.
I just want to now acknowledge the fact that you're 30 seconds in and you're already ball busting.
And up to this point, the joke has been, I kind of like the Catholic girls that I knew growing up, that they didn't want to lose their virginity, but they do everything except have sex. So I've been like sniffing. I'm like, everything but actually drink alcohol. So I've done the non-alcoholic stuff. I have the non-alcoholic mixers, and nothing tastes like that.
Right.
There's nothing that alcohol, I don't know if it's unique to whiskey or not, but that alcohol is. Good job, Glengoyne. That's some fantastic stuff.
Yeah, it's excellent.
It engages all parts of your tongue, the roof of the mouth, and a little even down. That's a unique liquid. Interesting. 16-year-old in a Ferrari. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Second sip. Still good?
Oh, yeah. Here you go, Roy. Virtual cheers to you.
You got a glass right there on the side.
Yeah.
Cilantro. Just another 50 years of making up for it.
Yes, sir. And we're going to join soon, and we'll do it again the way we were going to do it originally here. So,
All right, Roy, do you recognize this? Rings in at around the $6,000 a bottle
holy
mark.
smokes! I'm honored you guys would do this.
We're honored that you would come share this
I'm
experience.
trying to do
with
this
us.
so gently.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
This
it's
is like
Nice.
a once in a lifetime event. I mean, oh.
Somewhere there's some whiskey nerds going, son of a...
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cheers to you.
That's like just a circus of...
Yeah.
Wow.
Welcome to the rest of your life.
We bop and hippity hop. I'm as happy as I can be. Oh, boom, boom, and hippity zoom. Love is sweet, love is grand, works one. Oh, we bop and hippity hop. I'll never be a millionaire.